If you're tired of using packs that fall short of your expectations or don't even know what to look for your next backpack, you've come to the right place. In today's video, I'm going to explore the 5 major elements of the anatomy of a day pack to help you better understand what to look for and what to stay away from when you're picking out your next pack. So thanks for joining me. I'm Aaron. This is Gideon's Tactical. Let's dive on in. Now there are 3 major types of day packs. The commuter, which is designed to help you carry your technology to and from the office and tend to focus a lot on internal organization. Then on the flip side, there's the outdoor backpack, which tends to focus on giving you features and organization on the exterior of the bag. Then finally, hybrid packs, which attempt to give you the best of both worlds. Now the pack we're gonna be using as our template is the Mystery Ranch Green Belt Hybrid 30-liter backpack. Now this uniquely designed pack is an exclusive to HUCKBERRY.com. They partnered with Mystery Ranch and came up with this one-of-a-kind design, kind of in a retro style, but in the hybrid category. And I feel like this design is a great springboard for us to highlight those 5 characteristics of a day pack, and they apply across the spectrum, regardless if you go with a hybrid, an outdoor, or a commuting style pack. And so as we unpack these 5 characteristics, if you want to check out this specific pack, there's a link in the description below this video over to the HUCKBERRY website. Number 1 is suspension and size. This is often where people get the most frustrated because the pack doesn't fit right or it doesn't carry the type of load they were anticipating as well as they had hoped. So you got to begin by knowing your torso length. I have a 21-inch torso. There are tons of really quick tutorials on how to measure yourself. That would take 5 minutes alone. So I'll have a link in the description below to some good tutorials if you don't know your torso size already. Then based off of that, you can kind of determine what size of pack in its height will work best for you. For me, what I've found is the smallest pack I can usually go with is 18 inches, and that's really cutting it short. And ideally, 19 to like 21 inches of size is best for my torso and my frame. It's gonna ride the best. In this case, this is 20 inches in height, so it's a perfect fit on my frame. Now that you got the sizing dialed in, you gotta think about the suspension and the type of loads you're expecting this pack to carry. And one key feature to look for are load lifters. These are straps that attach to the upper portion of the pack that pull it up onto your shoulders and are ideal for packs with heavier loads. Followed up by shoulder strap density. It kind of goes without saying, but the denser the straps, and these are quite dense, the heavier the loads and the more comfortable your experience will be. If you're gonna carry lighter loads, then you can have thinner, more lightweight shoulder straps. Then you got to think about a sternum strap. It's a secondary strap that goes across your sternum, bringing in the yoke and helping it to ride properly on your shoulders and not want to slide out. Now, what I've found with commuting bags when you're going to the office, you don't really need a sternum strap, and oftentimes it actually gets in the way and is kind of cumbersome because oftentimes you're not going very far distances, your loads aren't usually very heavy, and you're taking on and off that pack a lot. Now, on the flip side, an outdoor focused day pack, a sternum strap is ideal. It really does help to dial things in, bring in the yoke properly, and just give it a little bit extra support. And the perfect scenario, like this hybrid, is to be able to have a removable sternum strap. Being able to take it off if you don't want it in certain scenarios when you're commuting around town, and then reattaching it when you're carrying heavier loads in the backcountry. Now with the suspension, you also have to think about the frame. What is supporting this load? It's gonna come down to either semi-rigid or rigid frames. This pack has a semi-rigid polymer insert in the back that gives it support and structure, giving it good load-bearing capability up to, I would argue personally, probably about 30 pounds. If you start going above that, it's gonna really start to not be able to support that load really well. If you're going, I would say, over 30 pounds of weight, that's when you want to start looking at possibly aluminum or stainless steel tie downs inside of polymer inserts that are full rigid inserts to help carry those really heavy loads better. Now let's talk about the exterior of the pack. Do you need a lot of bells and whistles? This particular model is like a Swiss Army knife. It has more attachments than you can imagine, but if you're looking at this as purely a commuting pack, particularly if you're thinking you're gonna be doing a lot of air travel, having a more streamlined profile may make more sense, where having a lot of lashing points and extra features on the exterior often help with an outdoor or a hybrid pack. The back panel is a great place to start the discussion because most commuting backpacks are going to be really slick and not have a lot of attachments on the back. Hybrid and outdoor packs will either have some form of either shock cord, in this case paracord, zigzagged across, which is ideal for like a raincoat, maybe a rain tarp, a bike helmet, or a climbing helmet. So for really bulky items, these are ideal. Or you can get kind of a mix of both and have a mesh pocket, which is great usually for softer items like jackets, but often are difficult to attach helmets into. Now, no one seems to talk about the butt of a backpack, but it's really an important feature to consider. If you're looking at this as a hybrid or as an outdoor pack, having some form of not only durable bottom, like this one does, but also some sort of attachments to, again, put maybe bed rolls, picnic blankets, rope, you name it, underneath is ideal. This one has removable clips and a lot of different attaching points. Now, on the flip side, for commuting bags, you probably don't want a lot of this, but you want it to be able, if possible, to stand up on its own. I've found that we like to stand our backpacks up on the floor, maybe by our desk or at a coffee shop table, and being able to walk away and know that it's not just going to careen back and forth over like a teeter-totter is a really nice feature to have. I don't really need that in my day packs for the outdoors, but it's definitely a must-have in my commuting packs. Now, one exterior feature that can make or break your pack are the compression straps or lack thereof. Now, this particular pack has 2 quick-release compression straps with plenty of extra that make it ideal to be able to support larger items like trekking poles, or for me being a videographer, a tripod. So if you have a lot of large, tall items, compression straps are excellent for outdoor packs. And in fact, this model has a quick release that passes through a hole in the water bottle pocket, so you can actually run the compression strap either in front of or behind your water bottle. So that's a really cool feature. A lot of packs don't offer that. And compression straps are there to cinch down the pack, bring the gear up against the back panel, slimming down the overall profile and helping it better support the load. I would argue for an outdoor pack, it's great to have at least 1 and ideally 2 compression straps. But if you're looking for a commuting bag, I don't feel like it's really necessary. And in fact, my favorite Mystery Ranch commuting pack currently doesn't have any compression straps, and I have no need for them. If you do have a set of compression straps on your commuting pack, I would make sure that they are about 1/3 below the top of the bag, because what I found often is packs will be too high and you try to open your top lid to get your laptop out or get, your hoodie before you head out in the rain to get home or whatever it is, and you can't open the lid without removing one of the 2 compression straps, and it becomes this huge headache. So I would say those are essential things to look for in a hybrid or an outdoor backpack, and a good rule of thumb for a commuting backpack is just simpler the better. If the less stuff going on the outside, you'll probably be more happy with. Now, if you can get a couple extra bells and whistles on your hybrid and outdoor packs, that's always awesome. In this case, this pack has a grab handle or attachment point right here on either side. And then it has this really unique, never have I seen this before, tuckable like pocket up top. This would be great for either a jacket or say like climbing rope to be able to tuck through and then run over the pack through the compression straps. That would be a really interesting way to apply the different attachment points. Now, number 3 is hydration. And if you're looking at this as either a hybrid, kind of do everything pack, or an outdoor focused pack, I would argue the more options you have to carry water, the better. If it's a commuting backpack, the less options, the better. And you're gonna kind of feel that theme throughout this video. Now, that's not to say I don't want water bottle pockets on a commuting backpack. I do, but I look to make sure that they're pretty low profile, pretty streamlined. When they're not in use, are they low profile and slim up against the body? I don't care as much in hybrid or outdoor style packs. As an example, this Mystery Ranch is gonna have 2 water bottle pockets that are huge. They're great to store all kinds of stuff, including those massive water bottles, but they're a little poofy, kind of make the diameter a little wider on the pack. So it wouldn't be my first choice if this was just like my dedicated commuting backpack, but they're ideal for the outdoors. Now, second to that is a hydration water bag system. Think of a Camelback. In my case, if I'm going to use that, which I don't use too often anymore, but I use Source water bladders. you want to be able to have something on the internals that will offer that. In this case, we have a huge YKK zipper that offers that, and it gives us access to the hydration compartment that will easily fit a 70-ounce water bag in here, 100-ounce depending on the size. It's really pushing it for 100 ounces from my experience, but there's a tassel up there to hang your bag. That's a key. Some bags, they have a sleeve, but no tassel. It's good to have a tassel in there. And then a pocket would be ideal to run your hose through. This one, you just tuck it through the zipper up at the top and then run it down your shoulder straps. So for an outdoor pack, that's what you want to be looking for. And a commuting bag, really, unless you think you're going to do cycling with this, there's no need to have water bladder ports and or a sleeve that can handle a water bladder. Number 4 is the internal organization. Now, on a commuting backpack, you want a lot of organization. Now, what often happens with outdoor specific focus bags is that you usually only get like one little dump pocket up top. In this case, this pack has double run YKK water resistant zippers, and it has a large compartment up top that not only has your key keeper, which is ideal, and then a good compartment for a medical kit, little survival kit, snacks, whatever you would want. But then inside the main compartment, outside of that water bladder sleeve, is just a huge cavernous pocket. There's no organization. You have to throw your crap in there and it just floats around. And to be honest, I like a little bit extra organization. I don't need it to be who's who in the zoo, but a little bit is really beneficial. That's where hybrid packs like this HUCKBERRY exclusive Mystery Ranch really offers kind of a best of both worlds. You have 2 huge water-resistant YKK zippers that you can fillet the entire pack wide open, giving you tons of cavernous space for a lot of bulky, large gear and equipment, but then has multiple layers of organization with a few tuckable pockets, as well as a zipper pocket, a divider sleeve for a tablet, then that secondary divider that will either work as a water bladder holder, or in this case, it is raised above the floor of the pack and can handle up to a 15-inch laptop, again, giving you that kind of hybrid capability. So there's a little bit of organization that you could use this traveling in the airport and going to see family, or using to work, depending on how much gear you need to carry to work, but then also giving you a good layer of organization on the interior. And not to be outdone, this one also has 2 pocket sleeves that can handle 48-ounce Nalgene's on either side. Great for either more water inside the pack or stuffing in, say, your hoodie and jacket, and really giving you an extra layer of organization that a lot of just dedicated outdoor packs aren't going to give you, but doesn't give you all the organization that a commuting pack would give you. And finally, number 5 is build quality. Now that you've determined for yourself that you either need to go with a commuting pack, a hybrid, or an outdoor focused day pack, how do you know that it's got good build quality and that you know it's going to stand up to the test of time and be reliable? Well, a couple easy ways is by looking for identification on the polymer clips. If there's wording telling you the brand of the polymer that go into all the different sternum and compression clips and things like that, then you know you're on the right track. In this case, these have D-Flex, Woojin is another good one. There are a few other good name brand clips out there. If it's totally generic and you see no identification, those polymers tend to be pretty flimsy, thin, and will crack over time. Same with the zippers. Look for some form of identification, either on the crossbar where the 2 zipper feeds come in, or on the back side. YKK is the industry standard. There are a few other well-known zipper companies as well, but again, if there's no identification on the zipper, there's a good chance it's a very low quality pack, and those zippers are either gonna fail, lose track over time, or jam up on you. Well guys, I've had a ton of fun with you today unpacking the 5 elements of the anatomy of a day pack. I hope it's been fun, but also informative for you to help you better determine for yourself what are the right attributes for the type of scenarios you want your day pack to be used in. And if you are, again, interested in this HUCKBERRY pack, those links will be included below. I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. And check out the other video popping up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to subscribe. And until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.